Yo, what up, hey, how you doing, guys? My name is Sanj and today we have another discussion video, slightly preachy. It's going to get quite deep at times, but I will remain on the crust of things. So it's time to talking about remaining and knowing your financial lane.
Here's what I mean when I say financial lane. Here's what happens.
Now, it wouldn't surprise me if many people have already left the video upon hearing their introduction, and this isn't for everyone. This is perhaps for a select few, those that may need some help at times or a bit of guidance. This has hit me personally a couple of weeks ago, so this is a reminder for me, and since I've learned something from this experience, I'm hoping that you too will also be able to take away a few things here and there.
Alright.
So before I get started, I just want to emphasize on the fact that obviously I want both you and I to strive to become the best version of ourselves, whether that may be in physicality, psychology, emotionals. In this instance, for this video, it is going to be about money and how we spend it and budget it and what we do with it. Obviously, life isn't just about how much money you make and how you spend it, but in this video, that's what I'm going to be talking about. It does get quite preachy, and I'm by no means a financial advisor to anybody, and you may think that it is ironic that I speak about budgeting and spending money wisely when I have a clothing rail full of clothing, but just listen out, hear me out, and potentially you might agree. Okay, so first things first, I ended up having to return the Yeezy Season 1 hoodie. Yep, that happened, and no, I didn't do it just to flex on YouTube and show you guys. As you've seen in the unboxing video, when I opened the package, it didn't come with drawstring, and at the time I was absolutely fine with it, and to be honest, I'm still absolutely fine with it. I thought they didn't have a drawstring, and I was ready to roll in and wear it. And when I look back at the pictures of the garment from the retailer, I noticed that it did have the drawstring, so obviously that pissed me off. I spoke to said retailer and came up with two solutions of either getting a partial refund of 10% for the missing drawstring, or getting a full refund for the hoodie. Now, I obviously wanted to keep the hoodie, and as I've mentioned in the pickup video, I didn't mind that it didn't have a drawstring. Even if it did, I most likely would have taken it out. But it's just the principle, the fact that you want a full garment. You're paying quite a big amount for a product. You don't want it to come incomplete. Imagine if you just bought an iPhone and it didn't come with a screen, or it didn't come with a crucial hardware element. You would be pissed and you'd expect a full refund. So that kind of dragged out. Eventually got my full refund, so I'm blessed. The retailer did a great job, so shout out to you, Selfridges. But I wanted to share that information with you guys because I don't want you to think that I'm just buying something, showing it to you, and then not having it in my wardrobe. That's not what I'm all about. That's not what I aim to inspire, if I inspire any. So that's that. Now, another reason for the return, and I'm trying to say this without coming across as preachy, but I don't think you can do it, so I'm just going to embrace it, is the fact that I had to take a look at myself and think, Sanj, you're not in a position financially at life currently to be spending more than 300 quid on a hoodie. And I understand that both myself and you have various different means of coming with our funds and what we do with said funds. So I just wanted to emphasize on the fact that you need to embrace the lane you're in, and if anything, if I can't afford said hoodie at this present moment, I will put that in a list of things that I wish to be able to afford in about 2-3 years without having to blink an eye. Do you know what I mean? So currently, 300 quid on a hoodie, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't want to kid myself into thinking that I can afford that. And I also don't want you to think that you need to spend 300 quid on a hoodie in order to look a certain way. And as I've mentioned in the pickup video, it's kind of unjustifiable as well, seeing as this is his first collection. There is no body of work to support what he's done, especially when it comes to apparel. So footwear, I understand with the body of work that he's done, and even then I find that the 950s were definitely on the overpriced, but apparel, I definitely think that Adidas jumped on the bandwagon, used this hype to generate a very high price, and seeing as some of the pieces have still managed to sell out, it means that they've done their job properly. But that's where we come in, and we need to be honest about it. Which then leads on to my next point, and that is hype. Yes, the hype was unreal in this collection, and anyone that's purchased any pieces from the collection and is still denying following into the hype at any point at all is simply chatting shit. Now, I know this is a huge thing to say, and I'm not calling anyone out, and to be honest, I'm not even saying that hype is a bad thing in this instance. It's just that sometimes you need to think about the situation, and if you were to remove said hype about a collection or a product, would it still achieve what it's achieved currently? And in my opinion, no. I'm all for following the hype, but don't let it ever cloud your judgment or where you stand. As Kevin Hart has mentioned in his jokes, stay in your lane, people, and make good decisions, not regretful ones.
Very true. That's why you gotta stay in your lane, alright?
So if you're thinking of dropping some heavy money on a piece of clothing, do it for the love of the garment, if you wish to support the cause, or how versatile a piece is and how you're able to wear it in various different manners. I know that this was a very brief video and we're touching on a very small subject, but I just wanted to throw it out there. This goes out to the people that may idolize or wish to recreate certain lifestyle elements of athletes, musicians, celebrities, which, by the way, not all of them pay for their own clothing. So don't ever get into that mind frame where you feel as though you can be on their level. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm all for aspiring and dreaming big and having that fake it till you make it attitude. It's great, carry on, but just don't get into that trap and make some dumb decision. Fortunately for myself, purchasing this hoodie wasn't a regretful decision. My credit score hasn't gone bad. I don't owe anyone anything or any of that jazz.
You ever start explaining your financial situation for no reason at all?
I'm just throwing that out there, and I know many of you might think this video as to why are you even sharing this information. Like, it just seems like you're talking to yourself, trying to make understand of the situation, and I might agree with you. This video could be just for me. This video could be for anyone that thinks like me, or anyone that has been in that position where they want a piece, they don't necessarily have the money, but they will go through all the means for it. Genuinely question the hype. Is it justifiable? Is it within your means? And can you do it and still be cool about it?
You want to spend money the way they spend money, but then you realize that you don't make the same type of money that these fucking people make, okay?
Buy a piece that you aim to wear for years, rather than a piece that you aim to wear to be cool for the next couple of months. With that being said, that concludes this very short Preacher video. Don't expect to see a lot of these Preacher Sanj videos. I mean, I don't mind doing them, and I enjoy giving out tips and advices if needs be. I just don't know if you will like it. So if this is something that you wish to see, definitely let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video or agreed with anything I said, don't forget to leave your thumbs up, share, subscribe, do all that other jazz. Preacher Sanj is out. Have a beautiful day. Take care. Peace. Over the weekend, and there is this vintage store that I always check out once I'm there. It's called Richie Vintage. It's by